Good morning, good morning. I want to welcome you guys to my live. This is Tori with Constant Motion, where I am going raw for 30 days. You guys, I made one video today already on my day 9 out of 30. So this is day 9 out of 30 on my raw for 30 days for the month of August 2025. I made one video, you guys. Okay. And it's on my channel. It's as a video, it's not a live. And then I attempted to make a second video. That video failed to properly upload twice. I don't know why. So I'm like, I'm trying to share with you guys my 7 day update. So this video is going to serve as a 7 day update of how I'm doing, as well as making salad, smoothie, and a dressing today. So hopefully you guys can follow me along. I see something on my lens. I just cleaned it. But I see it there anyway. I think it's gone. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to... Is that my hair or the lens? I think it's the hair. Okay, it's the hair. You guys, I'm waiting for you guys to come in the room. It is really late. It's like 4 a.m. So really this is day 10, honestly. I may edit my thumbnail because this really is the morning of day 10. It's 4 a.m. I did a video for day 9. It is a delicious salad video. Go check it out. So I did that, but this really is day 10. It's just 4 a.m. in the morning, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to give you a pan of what we're doing. I'm going to show you all the ingredients that I'll be working with today. Just adding my frozen fruit on the counter for your viewing. Besides that, we're about to pan it so we can get this video started. There's no one here, but I'm sure someone will be here in the near future. And I look forward to sharing this recipe with you all. So I'm going to turn it around. This is in anticipation of my smoothie. We have wild blueberries, raw peanuts, not pine nuts, but pine nuts are really good. This is ground organic flaxseed. Then I have a 32-ounce glass of filtered water. These are the jars that we're going to fill the content with. Those are my bananas, and I do have a large cup of ice to make that smoothie. Okay, this is my arugula lettuce because we are also making a salad. We're going to have cucumber in the salad. We're going to have dill weed in the salad. We're going to have parsley in the salad, as well as red onion. We are going to slice up fermented pickle, cherry tomatoes. This is a jalapeno. We're going to throw that in there. Raw carrots. Okay, and this is how we're going to do our salad. Then we're going to bounce over here to our DIY dressing. This is how I make my dressing. We use these ingredients here, and they are deliciously combined. And this right here is the bottle that is not ranch, but my own dressing that I'm going to use to make this. We are going to start with the salad. I'm going to put you guys in drone mode. Hi, 9 people on live. How you doing? Here's a visual of who you're looking at. Hello. Back to the food. So I'm going to go ahead and put you in my drone mode. Let me get that together. And scoot you over. Scoot this over. And we're going to get going on the food prep today, which is going to be salad. So we're going to start with peeling the cucumber, and I am going to share my 30-day results with you guys. I have been raw for the total of 9 days so far. Technically, it is day 10. It's day 10 because today's August 10th. I started going raw August the 1st. And so technically this is my day 10. Anyway, I wanted to do a 7-day update. I'm 3 days late to do the update, but I wanted to share that I did lose a total of 12 pounds. My current weight is 364. My start weight was 376.2. And I do have a picture that I will insert later. You know, I was fought earlier, you know, I did do a formal video on this, but for some reason, when I uploaded it, it just failed. The audio was just all out of whack. So I couldn't even show you the picture of the scale, but I'll get it done. I'll probably leave it in the post or just try to do it again later. Anyway, I lost 12 pounds in 7 days. I wanted to share with you guys just what it is I'm doing on my raw cleanse. Can you give me a bag? I just wanted to share with you guys what I'm doing on my raw cleanse and some of the changes that I've made. This is an organic cucumber, by the way. And so some of the things that I've done on my raw cleanse include maple syrup. Now, maple syrup is something that I have removed from going raw for this time period. I was going raw, having maple syrup pretty much probably 4 out of the 7 days I had maple syrup. So some of the juices that I make can be bitter. I made a grapefruit juice with ginger. That was a very delicious juice, but needed some natural sweetening, and I used maple syrup. But I discovered that, on a cleanse and a person that's pretty much a sugar junkie, maybe I should try try not using maple syrup. So I ended up using stevia. The stevia that I like to use is this brand here, Pure. I like using Pure stevia because it is an organic product, for one, and it doesn't give me all the effects of anything that's actually sweet. And it's a natural leaf. Stevia derives from a leaf, so it's very natural. I almost wanted to buy, I still do, I should say, want to buy the actual leaves so that I can actually go ahead and just dehydrate them and then grind them into a fine texture, and then take that and use that in my blender. I'm really working my way to some really kind of like really different kind of eating. And I understand it's not, probably for me even, it's not the easiest decision to make, but I recognize that it's exactly what I want to get into in very near times. So this is my dill weed right here. And we're going to go ahead and pluck, and then we're going to chop up the dill weed so that we may put it in our salad. We are making a delicious salad with arugula as our base. And so I'm just going to pluck this and put it in the salad. But anyway, I'm on my 9th day of 30 days raw right now. And I was discussing with everyone how I've removed maple syrup out of my options. I've removed that out of one of my permissible items that I can enjoy and have. And that's simply because I want a more nutritional outcome. I want a more disciplined process. And I'm a sugar junkie, like I said before. I do not want to cater to my sugar junkiness. I desire to push against that and try something a little more disciplinary, like stevia, which I've been using for several years. I've been using stevia from, I want to say, over 10 years. I've used stevia. Probably 15 years. I've been using stevia. My mom was like, Victoria, why don't you use stevia in your smoothies and in your juices? I'm like, cause mother, I want to use maple syrup and blah, blah, blah. But she was so right, because ultimately maple syrup is not the devil or anything, but it's just not going to be the most conducive option. So that's one thing I've kicked out, replaced with stevia. But one thing I also did, because I still want to have, I'm a human being, so what can I do to try to appease, I do have a sugar desire. I bought some date syrup. Now, the date syrup does have 34 servings in the bottle, and it's an organic product that I bought with 34 servings. And so because it has 34 servings, I'm like, okay, I need to go ahead and make sure I stay within the quantity of 34 servings. And let's not have, 4 servings at a time, X, Y, and Z. And so what I've used the date syrup for, which I did not buy until day 7 of this journey, is for like a topping on my salad. You will see a salad on my channel that I just made on day 9, which was yesterday. Today really is day 10. I keep saying day 9, but really it's 4 a.m. in the morning. This is my day 10. Okay? And so basically My day 9 video shows how I implement date syrup. I made a blueberry salad with very similar ingredients as you're seeing today. And in that salad, I simply topped it with my DIY vinaigrette dressing. And then I also put some date syrup on the top so that I may have a sweet salad. I like sweet dressings. I don't know about you. I like a fruity dressing. I like a dressing that is kind of fruity. And so that's exactly what I had. And this is my dill weed. Can you guys see it? Does it look decent and pretty? This is a this is fresh dill weed. It smells so good. This right here clears my throat, makes my throat feel really good. How you doing there? Looks like your name is Spranger. Hi, Spranger. Hi, David Spranger. This dill weed is so tasty. I'm going to show you the date syrup before I get too far away from that. This is the date syrup that I do use and bought. It's a full bottle. I've used it twice. I used it once on a very small frozen fruit salad, and I used it a second time over a very delicious green salad. Now we're going to take the dill weed and we're going to chop it up so that it can be a delicious topper for my salad. This is going to provide so much deliciousness. Like I said, the dill weed does make your breath smell really, really like good. And so does parsley. It's another natural breath deodorizer, cleanser. And it also, in my opinion, makes your throat feel like you had a Lodgen or a Hall or a cola or something like that. But not minty, because this is not a minty flavor. Dill weed and parsley do not taste like any type of mint. But it's just this natural, just like, it's like a beautiful taste. And it just makes your mouth feel so good and clean. It's almost like, I don't know, it's literally could be a mouthwash, which is amazing. But ultimately, you guys, I'm just sharing with you how my first 7 days have gone. I'm on day 10 raw today, but I'm sharing with you how did my first 7 days go. So now I got that nice and chopped down. And like I said, I've removed maple syrup from my journey so far, and I've added date syrup in proportion. And of course, I could have used maple syrup in proportion, but I really honestly am not pleased with what maple syrup is and what I actually had, which was not organic and not the best product at all. Anyway, this is parsley. This parsley is a little bit yellow, but it's still very good. So when it turns yellow, all that really means is that some of the nutritional value is depreciating, but it is definitely not bad, and it still tastes good, and it still makes my breath smell like $1,000,000, and it just tastes so good still. So we're going to chop down the parsley. I don't like to waste. If you guys get to watch my channel, you'll notice that I, will use my produce. I believe in using what you have. There's no reason to waste stuff and throw them in the trash as if, we can't have a little yellow food. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure you would eat some stale chips every now and then at some point, So this is at least a fresh produce. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't know. But anyway, we're cutting this down. We're chopping it up. And my journey so far is really going really well. Like, I've actually increased more fats since day 7. And I'm going to watch my fats because I know fats are not just go crazy or anything. Just like I got to watch my sugar. This is a very mindful journey, a very free journey at the same time. But, you have to do things in balance. And so, like I did on day 7, I did purchase raw nuts at the store. And the raw nuts have been eaten as a small handful snack. They've been added to a smoothie before, I believe. Definitely going to add them to a smoothie today. They've been added to my fruit salad as well. And so that's how I've used my raw peanuts. But I also, on probably day 6, or maybe it was 7, I had almonds that were roasted. That was okay. I really probably won't run to the roasted almonds anytime soon. Maybe regular raw almonds. So as you can see, this is not being done perfectly because some of this stuff is not raw. Like, I allow myself pickle on my raw cleanse journey. Pickle is a fermented vegetable. going on in this realm of food, but I'm just sharing what I'm doing, my journey, and this is a raw cleanse, and I'm just providing you the details so you can know what I'm doing, and hopefully it does bring you some edification and motivation and inspiration. Okay, and so we're going to go ahead now and cut up our onion. Purple onion time. And let's go ahead and get this going. So I'm going to be watching my fats, my sugars, and as many fruits and vegetables as my soul desires shall I eat. That's how I feel about this cleanse. This is not, earlier on, I'll share with you this. Earlier on my journey, I had a very, very small appetite. I will say, when you begin to eat more desirable things, your appetite grows. And it grows just like when you go to McDonald's or Burger King and you eat that whatever burger that you like. You want to drink the soda, you want to eat the fries, you might have the milkshake, and you might have the cookie afterwards. This is because our taste buds can sometimes drive us, but it's really important on this journey that I don't let my taste buds rule me. I understand I'm only human. I want things to taste good just like the next person. But I do know that a there's a certain understanding that you just can't go too far on nuts. I can't just eat a whole bag of peanuts. That's not going to work out. I got to have things in moderation. But I do believe what I can go heavy on if I'm hungry and I'm feeling, one thing I heard somebody say is you're not going to overeat broccoli. Okay? You're not going to overeat broccoli, but you're going to overeat some chips, and I probably overeat some peanuts maybe, and I might on this, in this spectrum, in this realm, the foods that I can overindulge in is peanuts, date syrup. I can overindulge, and I would say that's really it. That's my fat. The peanuts are my fat, and the date syrup is a healthy option for a all natural sweetener or sweetening option, sweet option. And so I don't want to overdose on those things. It's very important for me to be mindful. Just because it's healthy, in retrospect, it doesn't mean it's okay to just eat it to my heart's content. Now, this right here, onions and pickles, I can eat this onion and pickle to my heart's content. I'm pretty sure I can. It wouldn't cause me any harm whatsoever. I'm going to go ahead and put these onions towards the middle, and we're going to cut the other pickle. I am preparing this salad for 2 people, mind you, but either way it goes, I do like a nice big salad. If I had it my way, which I do have it my way, thankfully, I set my own boundaries. This is my own plan. This is my own journey. There is no, person I consult to make my decisions, and I just actually have a lot of experience, personal experience, making myself, disciplined. This really is a strong and a big discipline that I appreciate that I'm doing. This is really my happy place. When I start making these kind of decisions for myself, it just makes me feel so much happier as a person, and everything creative and inventive and innovative comes to me during moments that I take for myself like this. Okay, so we have now our pickles, onion, we have our parsley and our dill weed here. And of course, we cut up the cucumber. So this is the salad that we are creating. Now the only thing I need to now show you, which is already prepared, is my carrots and cherry tomatoes that are already ready to go. Now this does need to be prepped. I almost forgot my jalapeno. So I'm going to go ahead and take a moment and slice up my jalapeno for you guys. It's really for me, right? Because I'm going to enjoy it in just a second. When the video's over, I will be having a jalapeno salad. It's not a jalapeno salad, but I'm going to enjoy this salad with jalapeno. But you don't want to leave yet, because I am going to also make a smoothie on this video. And I also have to show you guys how I make my DIY balsamic vinaigrette, organic, mostly organic, olive oil salad dressing. And so I do want to share that process with you guys. So I have two more things to do on this live this morning. This is my day 10 out of 30 of being raw. I don't want to chop this up too much smaller because I want to be able to identify when I run into a hot as heck jalapeno, which I enjoy. And I'm probably not even going to put all these on my salad because no one else wants these but me. And so I'm pretty sure I'm going to probably only eat half of these and just put some in a Ziploc for another day. But that's what we're doing, you guys. And I'm excited to assemble the salads now. So let me go ahead and do that. Put this away to the side. And here we go. Got one plate here. And we're going to put the arugula. This is the arugula that I like to use. This is by Farm. It's by Earthbound Farm. Baby arugula. This is what I enjoy using. And we're making medium small salads because I can make a really giant salad. I can go all the way out on a salad. My salad could easily be in this bowl right here. And that's just turmeric that you see that has a slight yellow stain. But anyway, turmeric stains, whatever you put it on. But this bowl here could easily be my salad, but I'm not going there today. Not today. I'm going to go medium style, small, medium, on a nice little paper plate. You're going to see a lot of paper plates here on my channel because I really am not a fan of dishes. So I'm not, some people are very, use glass. And I would love to use glass. I love at least porcelain, which I guess is a form of glass. I love glass. I have a mason jar for my smoothie that I'm going to make later, which is glass. But, I'm telling you, I'm not the girl that does dishes. That's just not me. I do them, but I can't stand to do them too much, right? Who loves it? So I use paper plates. I just cut. I don't even want to clean my cutting board. I don't want to clean a cutting board. I feel like, is it really clean? When you have a wood board, you're cutting all this stuff into the grooves of the wood. Is it really clean? And are you cleaning it with vinegar or Dawn soap? Which one? I mean, seriously, I guess vinegar, because I know for sure that Dawn soap is not going to be the way to go. So here's my arugula right here. And I just, I'm very kind of a stickler for germs and stuff. I don't wish to have, germs. So anyway, I like paper plates for that reason as well. I can just throw them away. There is no buildup of bacteria, like that plastic bowl. I know that plastic bowl I showed you guys was clean. That's turmeric that stained it. But it's still mentally not a very appealing thing. It's just not, it's a mental thing. It could be clean as it wants to be, but mentally, it's a little bit, I don't like how it looks. Some people are visual eaters, and I think I'm one of those people. So I have both arugulas on these paper plates. I'm going to make sure we can see both of them on the camera as I assemble them both. So they're both on camera, it looks like. Good. And so now I'm going to go ahead and assemble both of these salads. We're going to start with the cucumber. And I realize, I can pile this on like crazy. I have all these cucumbers and I intend on using a lot of them. But I also realize I want to have a presentational outcome for you YouTubians out there. So I'm going to do my best to consider your eyeballs, okay? But, to be 100% honest, the presentation is important to me, like I just was explaining, but sometimes things get covered up. Trying not to do that because I do want it to look pretty. I want it to look appealing. Like when you go to McDonald's or to a restaurant or wherever you find these salads at in these public places. And, it looks like they cared about where they placed everything. So I'm going to be mindful for my YouTubians that are out here watching me do this. So I'm going to go ahead and add my carrots next. I think we could use some color, and tomato. So I'm going to add tomato here and carrots. Okay. Now this particular salad does not want any carrot, so I'm going to give them any tomato. And so I'm going to give them a lot of carrot because they don't want tomato. And I do want more carrots than that, so let me add a little bit more to mine's. And I want all these cherry tomatoes on my salad for sure. So there goes that. Cool. Now just chew those on there. Okay. So now we have that on there. And now we're going to go ahead and add the onion and the pickle. onion and pickle. And these are fermented, obviously, cucumbers. So we have like a double cucumber situation in our own little way. Um, because clearly somebody likes cucumbers. It just tastes so good. So, cucumbers are really good for your gut health. Okay. Cucumbers are excellent. It's sort of like a kombucha situation. It's supposed to be good for your gut flora, which, fermented foods, sauerkraut, kombucha. Um, I'm not sure what else to think of at this moment, but it's all in the same category. This is a cleanse, in my own opinion. Some people will say, hey, that's not raw. And it's not raw eating pickles, but I'm definitely including it on my journey. That's for sure. And so I'm going to add some jalapenos right over my tomatoes so I don't lose track of where I put them. That is enough. And then I'm going to go ahead and add our final ingredients, which is my dill weed here that I chopped up from fresh, delicious dill weed, and my parsley. Parsley's a little bit yellow. That's okay. It is still very good. We're going to sprinkle that across. Pretty, pretty, pretty. We're going to sprinkle it across here. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And we're going to add the parsley. Pretty, 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 pretty. Okay? Now, they really pretty much are done. My salads are done as far as I'm concerned. And let's go ahead and do a pan. Oh, I didn't put no onion. What is wrong with me? Okay, so I need to add onion to this salad. What's wrong with me? You guys have no idea how much I love onion. So this one is mine. So I'm going to go ahead and add my freaking onion. Are you kidding me? Freaking A. Like, I love purple onion. It is so good. And so I'm just going to go ahead and add that on the top, which was almost forgotten. I could cry. No pun intended, because onions will make you tear up. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and look at this closer. I feel like my camera might be, not backwards, but just not. It's moving on you guys, basically. So here goes salad number 1. And this is salad number 2. That looks so good. My salads are looking good. I must have saved that myself. I'm going to screenshot that really fast just because I need that footage for myself. So we got that. So now I'm going to take you guys on over. This is who you guys are talking to. Hello. And so now we're going to make the dressing. So over here in this corner, I do have my, this is organic balsamic vinegar. Just in case you guys didn't know. Hi, Charles. How you doing? It's arugula, not spinach, arugula. Delicious baby arugula. So on this channel, I do want to go ahead and let you guys know that this is my 10th day going raw. Okay, so I'm going raw for the whole entire month of August. So this is balsamic organic vinegar. And I also will ultimately top this salad with this date syrup. This is an organic date syrup that I think is delicious. I'm very frugal with because I understand it is a sweet product. And this is the stevia that I will be leaning on primarily to enjoy a sweet flavor in the salad so that I can be mindful of how much sugar I'm taking in. And by the way, this is my 10th day going raw for those who are just now joining me. All these ingredients are the ingredients that we are going to now make a balsamic vinaigrette dressing with using this extra virgin olive oil. And we're going to use ginger, onion powder, ground pepper, turmeric, garlic salt, which is practically gone. Then I have this salt-free garlic and herb, salt. Okay, I don't use measuring sticks. I don't measure anything. What I simply do is taste and go. And I also just use my common sense because I am familiar with being in the kitchen. So at this point in time, I'm going to put the camera right at this point here. Try my best. Maybe I'll do another over the top. Let me do that again. Okay, we're going to turn it back around. Okay, whoopsie. So we got it back turned around. It says orientation is locked. Hang on. I don't know. It's trying to lock up my screen. So what we're going to do, can I get you to hold this for me? You got to dry your hands. Okay, so for that paper towel, don't turn the water on though. Paper towel's over there. So I'm going to go ahead and put these ingredients together in this bottle. I am going to need to add water. I've sanitized this bottle. I already have a little bit of dressing remaining from previous usage. And so basically, I'm going to add some water to this. Let me do that now. You guys can look at the salad. Hold this here, the salad. Don't touch the camera, okay? And hold it right there on the salad. I'm going to add water to my bottle because I do need water. And I'm using filtered water, by the way. Okay. Cool. So I did add about, probably about 7 or 8 ounces of water here. Maybe 10 ounces of water. This whole bottle is a total of 20 ounces. So really, I probably added about 8 ounces of water here. So here we go. You can hold it from me now. And I want you to be right there. Okay? Stay. You see how the phone is bent?
Yeah.
You got to stay right there. Can you stay there?
Yeah.
All right. So don't move and just pay attention to seeing everything I'm doing because that's the whole point. And I can't control it if I can't see it. So please help me out with that, okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, so this bottle here is the star of the show. I'm going to make sure this is always like what you're looking at. So guys, thank you for your patience here on the live. We're going to add the balsamic vinegar to this product here. We're making a DIY dressing. I eyeball everything. I do not really concern myself with the specifics. You know, when I'm ready to make a recipe that, you know, I want a coin, then I'll go ahead and do that. But for now, you know, oh, that's squirted on me. I'm just squirting in some stevia in here. Okay. And I like it sweet, so I'd probably put about 4 squirts in there. I'm going to go ahead and add some of this herb salt into here. I take off the lid because, like I said, I eyeball it. I understand generally what I'm looking for. This comes out so good. My garlic salt is so low right now, and so if you can see, I have very little left. And so I'm going to go ahead and pour this in here. I'll use my left hand so you guys can see. The lid definitely has to come off of this one. Okay, putting this in here. I make all kind of dressings. I make dressings that are sesame seed based. Some people cannot have nuts. And so, you know, there's cashew nut dressings I also make, but I like to make a good seed dressing. I love making dressing. Like, I just find it to be so fun. Natural, plant-based dressing is what we're talking about. I think that's like the best, like, thing you could ever put on your salad, you know, is a natural plant-made dressing that you made yourself or that you got really, you know, gourmet made or something like that, because it's really just so darn good. So now we're going to add the turmeric. Okay. Adding the turmeric, letting that get in there real good. And now we're going to add some pepper. And I forgot to get the cayenne pepper. I never can say that right. Cayenne pepper. And also we're going to add the ginger. Some of these ingredients are organic. My stevia is organic. My balsamic vinegar is organic. My stevia is organic. And I do think that's probably the only organic substance that I have here. So yeah, you know, it's somewhat organic, not 100%. Stay over there, please. And then also I'm going to go ahead and grab that cayenne pepper. Cayenne? I never can say it right. Somebody moved it. Okay, found it. We're going to add ground red. So I guess it's ground cayenne. Cayenne. I never can say it right. I don't know why. But yeah, we're only going to add a little bit of this because this is spicy. And a little bit. Okay, that's good. All right. And so I'm probably going to add more water to this because when I made this last time, you know, this is just about how it was. We're going to let that hang in there loose and nice and good. I'm not sure how much I added, you guys. I'm an eyeballer, and I can feel it. You know what I mean? This is how I make it. So I'm going to go ahead and just clean off the tip here. And then I'm going to shake it up. Okay. I am going to taste this. Stay right there, please. Okay, so we got it on the spoon. This is ooh, this is really good. I need to add lemon juice to this. I do apologize. And a little more balsamic vinegar. It is not done. I need probably like literally twice the vinegar in this. And I need the fresh lemon. That's what it's calling for. So be mindful. I will be right back. Look at my salad that I've prepared. And this is what we're putting that dressing on. Be right back, you guys. Right there's good. And getting a lemon ready. Hopefully you guys are enjoying my broadcast. Those who are just joining me, I do want to let you know I'm on a 30-day raw journey where I'm currently on day 10. So I'm really excited to continue sharing what I'm doing and my results. In the last 7 days, I did lose 12 pounds, just to share that with you. And as of now, my weight is 364 and my start weight was 376. I tried to do a video showing my scale before and after. I don't know why the audio failed. I did that video twice, not on live, but a real edited video, and it just literally failed. So that was disappointing. So all I can do now is try again, but I wanted to share the results with you before too much more time goes by. You can bring the camera back over here, please. All right, and I want it all right there. Okay, so now I have my lemon here. Hopefully we get it into the holes are, hopefully lined up right. I'm going to squeeze it in there. Squeeze it all the way down. That looks good. Okay, and I may need to add a little more stevia too, and I think about the flavor profile that I'm seeking to get. Woo, biceps to the rescue. Okay, so, and I think salt, that's what's missing. I did not hardly have any garlic salt. So now this is regular plain salt that I'm adding here. And that might look heavy-handed, but, it does call for salt. Those who are salt, don't like to use a lot of salt, then definitely, I'm sure you're used to that more bland flavor. But I don't have any salt concerns, and I also drink plenty of water and fresh food, especially right now. So I feel okay. But I understand some people cannot have it. So let me stir it really good. Okay, let me taste it. I'm going to pour it in the lid. And then from the lid, I'll transfer it to my spoon and taste it. That is so improved. Oh my gosh, that is so good. So what we're going to do now is what we need to do now is add a little more stevia right there. Okay, what do I need, Victoria? I need a little more turmeric on this side. A little more of that. If I can just get it out, come on. And I have this product. Stay right there. I have this, not product, but this other seasoning, ground cumin. Now this is a different flavor altogether. It smells so good. It reminds me of like, I don't know. I used to use this on my potatoes when I was a little girl. I used to go in my mom's cabinet as a kid and just start using the seasonings, creating. I've been creating things since I was a child, having a good old time in the kitchen. So I do like the flavor of cumin. I did not add cumin before, but I know it's going to bring out more of the flavors that I'm trying to experience and have in this recipe. So we're going to try it again. Put it on the lid, on the straw, on the spoon, and taste it. It's coming around. What am I missing? I'm going to go ahead and grab the other half of the lemon. That's here. Okay, where did I put the lemon? Oh, here. Okay, we're going to add the other half of the lemon. I'm trying to think if I need salt. What do I need in this concoction here? Maybe it's a little more. No, I don't need more oil. Let's try adding a little more lemon. This is how I make my dressings. It's literally is step by step, taste, add, taste, add. That's how it goes. And I'm going to take the rest of, take up to the salads, please. I'm going to take the rest of this juice and pour it over my salad. I love a little lemon juice on the salad directly. Okay, so that's that. Come on back over. And so you guys may saw my little my little array of mess there. Sorry for that. Maybe I could use, I didn't do this before and I wasn't planning on it, but let me add a little bit of date syrup in here directly. That's enough. Okay, that wasn't even a tablespoon, which is a serving. And so I am going to add this date syrup directly on the salad. I got to get this to taste how I need to taste. I'm one of those people that are determined to have what I need it to be. Like I want it to be right. So I'm going to pour this on here. That's pretty good. And when I say I want it to be right, I mean I want it to be right to my taste bud profile. And that's really what I'm talking about. Let me add a little more garlic herb to this. That could be what's missing as well. I add a good amount of that. I'm going to taste this. I'm trying to think, did I add something in here that I did not add? Maybe even more oil. I don't think I need more oil, personally, because I used quite a bit of oil just now, in my opinion. You know, it could be adding water, because I did have a full bottle. Now it's not quite full. Let me taste it. Stay right. Go to the salad, please, and show the salad. Okay, I added some water. Going back. I added water right here to the neck base. And I am going to go ahead and enrich it with some more oil, because what I need to do is, maybe I'm missing that little richening flavoring. I'm sorry, but I need to taste, this needs to taste right. And that's all. So I'm going to go ahead and shake this again. I'm not going to add no more salt. Let's see if this is it. I don't have much more room if it's not it. So let's see. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake, 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 shake. And taste it again, you guys. So we're going to taste it. I'm just going to pour it directly for time's sake. Okay. It did not need the oil, I must say. It did not. So I guess I'm going to add more vinegar. And this, sometimes I will just be direct. There are times you're going to make this dressing for yourself, and it's just better than other days. This is one of those days where the last time was just better. Okay? But it's still very, very good. I have lots of flavor in here. And I know when I finish it off with my date syrup, it's going to be superb. For the camera's sake, I can say, oh my God, it's so good. It's just so wonderful. It's herbal essence up in here. It's just not, though. It's good, though, but I mean, I'm not going to be dramatic. I like to be transparent. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging that I've had better dressing. There's nothing wrong with that. And, next time I'll just try something different. Hopefully I didn't ruin it with adding too much oil, because, that wasn't the saving factor. Let's taste it. Okay. It came together. Maybe it's salt. Like, I know I can get it. I'm sorry to prolong the live. Because after this, you guys, what I plan on doing is making a smoothie to also put on the channel. It is probably salt. You know that? It is probably salt that I'm missing. Because what is it? Salt is literally what brings things flavor. Okay? So I'm not sure if I just skipped, because I ran out of garlic salt. And I think that the garlic salt is key in this thing. My mom, growing up, she would season everything with garlic salt. I mean, every last thing was garlic salt. So trust me, you need garlic salt. Let me taste this. That right there improved it already. I'm sorry to anyone who's anti-salt for adding a little bit more. There's a reason why, salt, is it the Bible, I believe it says that we are the salt of the earth? Let me go ahead and rinse off the bottle. Show the salad. Okay. And You can show not my hand down there, please. And over here, please. So I just rinsed off the bottle, and I'm going ahead and shaking it up again. I'm going to give it one more taste. Once I taste it, it's over with. This is truly it. And I already know it's going to be very good. It's just, like I said, I have a certain expectation. I have high standards, okay? High standards. Okay, I'm going to pour this again. Let's see. More stevia. That's where we are with this. I think that's what it was too, the stevia and the salt. And I don't know what's going on. I love this brand here, but I will say, company, if you're watching me, Pure Organic Stevia, your product has been coming out a little less easy lately. And I don't know, it's a really good product, but if there's something going on with the production, please fix it, because it's not coming out like it used to. I love your product, Pure, but I just want to let you know as a consumer that it used to come out seamlessly, and also the texture of it used to be a little more like clear and not, it's kind of almost like has a white texture now, and that seems like the last four I bought were like that. So I want to disclose that to anyone, because I did say I like this product and I still do, but I'm not sure if it's a weather color change, texture change that doesn't harm the product, or if there's a real issue. It tastes fine, but it doesn't come out the same, and the color has changed. So let's taste this again. I'm not sure if I like that. That stevia might have changed. I'm having a whole camera meltdown, to be honest. I'm not going to add any more product to this. I'm hoping that I did not ruin it. That last stevia, I feel like the stevia, do they have a recall going on? Like, what's going on right now? Let me taste this. Okay, that one tasted better. I'm going to call it quits. I don't want to prolong this anymore, except to add some pepper. I'm so sorry. I'm looking for something, you guys. I'm not sorry. I am just being transparent, and whoever is watching me at this point, God bless you and all your soul. Because I am definitely doing the most right now. I'm going to taste it again. All right. This is good. This is very good. It has been redeemed. This dressing tastes fantastic. And I do recommend doing your own dressing at home. So this is going to be our salad dressing. And this one here is pretty much everything that we have completed. This is the salad dressing that goes along with it. I'm pleased with this dressing here. I did a good job. I'll turn it around because Sprouts has nothing to do with this dressing. This is my own DIY dressing that I made. And so from here, what I want to do is begin to make the smoothie. So I'm going to go ahead and move these salads to the side. Please place these on the freezer over there. All right. And so I'm going to go ahead and prepare my blueberry salad. This blueberry salad is going to have a base of peanuts. So this is going to be a blueberry salad with a base of peanuts. And so I'm just getting my vegetables stacked, the extra ones that there are, out the way, so that we can switch over the segment of the show. Okay, so we got the cucumbers. We're going to move them right on over here. Yep, and we're going to go ahead and take this towel, shake out the excess vegetables, and just wipe it up together. And we are almost there for the new segment of the show. And we're going to make that right now. Please get the base of the blender. And so here are my blueberries. So those just joining me, wild blueberries. We have the raw peanuts. We have the ground flaxseed. And also the ice. And we have the bananas. I'm not sure exactly if I'm going to use all those, but probably so. because it's only going to be 6. Usually I use more like um, 4. I can go ahead and just get the ice and I'll plug it up. All right, and so I'm going to go ahead, get this going. I have a Vitamix blender. The last time I made a smoothie on here, I was showing you guys that you don't have to use a Vitamix and that you can use a regular old blender. And I had a non-brand generic blender that I made a smoothie with. It was actually a blueberry smoothie that I made that day, and it was really good. I'm a big blueberry fan. I love blueberry a lot. So I'm going to place my blender, my charger right here. I'm sorry, my phone right here at an angle. Okay. And the first thing we're going to do is add these peanuts. We're going to add the peanuts. You can hold the phone. And we're going to add the peanuts. That's a good spot right there. And just hold it there. Please, please, please. Thank you, thank you. We're going to add these peanuts in here. Okay. And we're going to blend this down to a powder. That going. How you guys doing? Just in case you're just joining me for the first time, I did lose 100 pounds in 6 months. My highest weight was 433. I made it down to 299. I gained 65 pounds over the course of 3 years, and currently I'm sitting at 375. And so now it's August 2025, and I am going raw for the entire month of August. I do hope you join me as I continue my journey. I've added about 30 ounces of water to this now, and we're going to blend that down. Stevia to this and a little bit of salt. I'm just going to take the blender and tilt it and just grab me a little spoon, taste it. Superb. Okay, from here, I'm going to go ahead and add my wild blueberries. I love this brand. Okay, I'm going to open it up, take off the top part of the lid. And right now my fluid stands at about, the numbers there, can't see them. I feel like I can't see the numbers, so sorry. This is where the fluid is. I'm going to add the blueberries. That's good. Okay, and I don't really do the measurement system. I eyeball, and I just keep it that way. It's pretty simple for me that way. I don't have to stress about, well, it's not stressful, but it's just how I do it, I guess. And usually what I do with these bananas is usually I have them frozen. However, I did not freeze anything this time. They're sitting on my shelf, just like this. So I am adding water to take care of that issue. This is just a little bruising. We're not going to worry about that. It's going to be eaten and enjoyed. So we're just going to go ahead and cut this one in half. And I think I'm going to use all 6 because I want my smoothie to be sweet. I'm not trying to depend on, any additional sugars of any sort in this smoothie. Just want to keep it all natural. So that's why we're going to use every banana I have, totaling of 6. I also have a nice container of ice that I'll be adding once this is incorporated. Let me throw these away right here. Get them out my way. And all right, so here we go. We're gonna blend this down. I need to put the lid. Where's the lid? Where did the tip of the lid go? Oh, here it is. Okay. Put it on the top. And we should be off in just 1 sec. Some ice. This is a really full container here. Ooh, we need ice for sure. And I also could always add ice inside my cup. I would like to get it in here if I can, at least some of it, because it's always better when your smoothie is ice cold. Just like the best way to enjoy a smoothie. And you know what, you guys, I'm on my day 10 of this 30-day raw challenge. It's about 5 a.m. probably now in the morning. And I just want to encourage you and welcome you to join me for the next 20 days as I continue to go raw. Let's shout out my cameraman. He's doing an awesome job. Hey, happy, it says healthy heart is happy heart. Exactly, David Spangler. And you're asking, do you like pure honey? I do like pure honey, by the way. This smoothie is completed. It is full like nobody's business. I mean, my God, what is this? What is this? A huge Vitamix blender of blueberries, raw peanuts. I forgot to add my ground flaxseed. I have to do that actually. But inside of there is also deliciousness. That's all we're going to say. But I have to add my flaxseed. I'm pretty sure it's did very good already without the flaxseed, but it's just so nutritional and beneficial and fibrous. It's really good for digestion, adding the flaxseed. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And here we go. Got to blend it one more time. This is going to be, you got the flax? Yeah. This is going to be a heaping tablespoon of flax. And here we go. We're going to blend it up. Putting the lid back on. Here we go. Oh my God, it's a full one. I feel like, Wizard of Oz. It's a twister. Oh my God. throat. And like I said, this is a full house. Full house. Woo! So I'm going to go ahead and I want to drone pour. But before I do that, I'm just going to have a gentle pour first so I can control. Follow this process, okay? I need to control the quantity. Do you have this part? Okay. So I'm just going to pour in here. Okay, so we had a small spill. I don't like that. So where's my napkin? You know what looks cool? It's like I have purple nail polish on. It landed right on me like a nail polish. I don't like the mess. And the napkin I'm prepared with is stained with turmeric, so forgive me. But I want to clean this up a little bit so I can have a nice pour. And also this one too. Just a little cleanup. Okay. Now that I've done that, and actually I'm glad I reduced a little bit of the volume, not too much. I feel like I can possibly do my drone pour now. You got it right over it? Okay, cool. So here we go. Oh my God, Jesus. I'm not gonna stop this time. I gotta keep going. Pouring. Letting go. Pouring in the small ones. And I have to hurry up because I gotta clean up this. There's a whole puddle. You guys, don't overfill the Vitamix. Trying to be perfect doesn't always pay, but I'm gonna keep trying. You know, I gotta try. And we are done, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have a mess to clean up. Let me grab my towel. Hang on. Okay, got it. Okay, so I'm gonna get this puddle the heck up. All right, so this is really exciting. I want to show the drinks again a little bit, please. And these are my drinks that these are the drinks that I created here, and I'm so grateful that I was able to pull this off. I hate that I have a smudgy budgie down there. Let's keep it out the camera for our own viewers' sake. My fellow YouTubians, I've enjoyed myself today. Today I made a salad up here, sir. Today I made a salad. Today I made a DIY dressing and also blueberry peanut smoothie. I have not tasted the smoothie since adding the flaxseed. So let's grab a straw and put the camera back here for me and we're going to taste it. That is yummy. Only thing I'm going to do is add a little additional ice because I like my smoothies ice cold. I don't know how I made all of this morning. I started my video recording at 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I'm sure it has to be like 5 right now. I've been in here just chopping, preparing for like an hour. I had fun. This is my day 10. I'm going raw for 30 whole days. Please join me again for more footage like this. Thank you for joining me. My name is Victoria, and my channel is Constant Motion with Tori, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.